Hello everybody, Ryan Malone here with Achieve Wellness. Today's video goes with home workout number 5. In home workout number 5, we'll follow a similar format, opening up with our warm-up, transitioning into our circuit, and then finishing with our cool down. I hope you enjoy. For home workout number 5, we'll start with our warm-up and we'll do a round of thoracic extensions. We'll then follow that up with some bent over T-spine rotations, and then we'll finish with a deep squat into a hamstring stretch. Let me go through those right now for you, starting with our thoracic extensions. Once we complete our thoracic extensions, we'll go into our bent over T-spine rotations. With our bent over T-spine rotations, assume a shoulder width stance with your feet. You'll hinge over at your waist, place one hand right inside your knee, and then we'll turn and roll away from the ground, having your eyes follow the hand the whole time. Let's complete 5 reps per side on our bent over T-spine rotations. We'll then finish our warm-up with a deep squat to a hamstring stretch. On our deep squats to hamstring stretch, we're trying to challenge ourselves to see how low we can sit into our hips on that squat, and then we'll bridge our hips high to allow those hamstrings to really open up and stretch at the top. Let's complete our warm-up for 3 full sets, really working on controlling our breathing and getting to full ranges of motion on all of our exercises. Once we finish our warm-up, let's work into our circuit. Our circuit is going to start with a round of good mornings into a squat. It's a great way to open up our hips and hamstrings, but also work on our fundamental movement patterns of a squat and a hinge. You'll alternate back and forth between our good mornings and our squats for 10 reps each. Once we finish our good mornings into squats, we'll do some side-to-side push-ups. Our side-to-side push-ups can be completed from a kneeling position or a standard push-up position with our hands and feet on the ground. I'll show you the kneeling version first. Essentially, you're pushing up, but just replacing one hand with the other as you walk back and forth between your push-ups. We'll do 5 per side. Now for the standard version. Your standard version of your side-to-side push-ups will be a little more dynamic in nature, with your feet following your pattern as you replace hand over hand from side to side, doing a push-up between each. Same thing there, you'll do 5 per side. We'll then work into a round of single leg hip bridges. Those single leg hip bridges will be done for 10 per leg. Be sure on your single leg hip bridges to keep your heel underneath your knee, drive your hips up and squeeze at the top. We'll do 10 reps per leg. And then we'll finish with a traditional plank in which we'll hold for 30 seconds. When doing your plank, I want to make sure that we get our elbows and hands tucked in tight to our body on that plank position with our upper back and shoulders filled up so we're not sagging to the ground. We'll hold that plank position for 30 seconds. Once we complete our circuit, let's go into our cool down. Our cool down will start with our child's pose yoga stretch, and then we'll transition into some 90-90 hip stretches. Allow your body to relax, your heart rate to naturally come down, and really emphasize sinking your hips as far back down onto your heels as you can on that child's pose yoga stretch. Onto our 90-90 hip stretches. With our 90-90 hip stretch, I'd like our lead leg to be positioned directly at a 90-degree angle. The same with our trail leg in relation to our hip. So we're at 90 and 90 with our two legs. From there, we'll position one hand in the center of our body, one arm on the outside, and we'll slightly lean forward into that lead hip to really feel your hip flexors and your glutes stretch. We can just naturally then rotate sides, 90-90 on the opposite end, lean forward into our front side, to feel those hips open up. I suggest working back and forth between legs for 8 reps per side. Hope you guys enjoyed this home workout.